Even in the face of adversity, he has continued to work for peace all these years, more than almost 50 years of work, right? So please, today, help me, give me a warm welcome to Ricardo Esquivia Ballestas.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon.
Gracias por esa presentación tan magnífica.
Thank you for the very lovely introduction.
Voy a nombrarlo mi director de campaña cuando yo vaya a ser presidente.
Encantado.
I'm gonna make him my the director of my political campaign.
Encantado.
Quisiera decirles que, es decir, para comenzar esto, que nosotros somos un grupo que estamos trabajando en la zona, pero que tenemos un pensamiento. Permítanme que yo les ilustre con un pequeño cuento.
Okay. So I want to start out by saying that we're a group that works in the areas of conflict, and I want to tell you a story.
Dicen que una vez, siendo por ahí las 6:30 de la tarde en Colombia,
So once upon a time, it was like sunset in Colombia. It was like 6 in the afternoon.
el sol dijo, yo me voy por esta noche, ¿quién podrá reemplazarme?
So the sun was like, good night, everyone. Who's gonna take over?
Y dicen que había una velita, una esperma, prendida allá en el fondo de una cueva.
And so there's this little tiny candle that was out like in this little cave, like in the little corner of a little cave.
Y la velita dijo, se hará lo que se pueda.
And the little candle was like, we'll do what we can.
Nosotros somos un grupo como esa velita.
So we're like that little candle,
Hay
our
otro-
organization.
Hay otros grupos que pueden hacer mucho
There are other organizations that can do a lot more.
y pueden iluminar como el sol.
And they can maybe shine like the sun.
Pero nuestro grupo es un grupo pequeño
But we have a small group.
que no obstante mantiene la esperanza.
But even though we're small, we still keep hope alive.
Somos la encarnación de la esperanza.
So we're like the incarnation of hope.
Somos vigías de la esperanza.
So we're like the little little lights that are lights of hope.
Y el papel del vigía de la esperanza es estar dispuesto al lugar donde mire, encontrar semillas de esperanza.
So and the role of those little lights of hope is to look around and to find seeds of hope.
Usar la matemática del residuo,
So to use the mathematics of
del residuo.
Residues.
residue.
Porque normalmente uno dice, aquí no hay nada, esto no sirve, allá no hace, esto no funciona.
Yeah, because generally, if you look around, sometimes you think, this doesn't work, I don't see anything here, this is terrible.
Y necesitamos quitar ese pensamiento,
And we need to eliminate that kind of thinking.
porque si uno multiplica por cero, siempre va a tener cero.
Because if you multiply by 0, you will always get 0.
Pero si uno busca aunque sea un pequeño residuo, siempre va a mejorar y siempre va a aumentar la multiplicación.
So if you look for even a tiny little residue of hope, that's going to multiply and that's going to become something better.
Entonces nuestro papel es buscar en la zona donde vivimos señales de esperanza.
So our role is to look for little signs of hope where we live.
Porque mientras que un pueblo tenga esperanza, tiene vida y puede avanzar.
Because as long as a people have hope, they have life and they can move forward.
Allá estamos en este momento felices por un proceso de paz.
So right now we're very content because of the peace process.
Se han firmado unos acuerdos
So there have been some peace accords that were signed,
y la gente está animada.
and people are enthusiastic.
Cuando la primera vez que se firmó, mucha gente estaba entusiasmada, se abrazó y lloró.
So when the peace accords were signed, many people were very enthusiastic and they hugged each other on the streets and they were happy.
Y efectivamente es un gran paso.
And of course this is a big step.
Pero decimos que no todo lo que brilla es oro.
However, we say that that shines is golden.
Porque es cierto que se ha firmado un acuerdo, pero apenas se ha firmado con uno de los tantos grupos armados que hay en el país.
Because it's true that we did sign a peace accord, but it's only been signed with one of the many armed groups that are in the country right now.
Sí, es el grupo más grande,
Of course, it's the largest one,
pero no es el único.
but it's not the only one.
Tenemos ELN,
There's the ELN,
EPL,
the EPL,
narcotráfico,
there's drug traffickers,
paramilitares
paramilitaries,
y una corrupción administrativa profunda.
and a very deep bureaucratic and administrative corruption.
La injusticia social continúa,
Social injustices continue.
la guerra ha destruido casi el tejido social, casi en su totalidad el tejido social.
The social fabric has been destroyed by the war almost in its entirety.
Tenemos como 8 millones de víctimas,
We have about 8 million victims,
personas que han sufrido el conflicto armado,
the people who have suffered the armed conflicts,
directa o indirectamente.
directly or indirectly.
Y dentro de esos 8 hay como 7 millones que llamamos desplazados.
And within those 8 million people who have been affected, about 7 million of those are people who are displaced.
Llamamos desplazado a la persona que tuvo que trasladarse del sitio donde vivía a otro sitio sin salir del país.
So a displaced person is somebody who had to leave their place of origin to go to a different part of the country.
Es decir, se desplaza de un lugar a otro.
So that is to say, you are displaced from one place to a different place.
Y eso, toda esa situación afecta la paz.
And that situation has an impact on the peace process.
Pero no todo lo que se arrastra es culebra.
But not everything that slithers is a snake.
Nosotros trabajamos en el campo
So
y,
we work in the fields.
y personalmente vivo en una finca.
I live on a farm.
Y en esa finca hay muchas serpientes,
And on that farm, there are a lot of snakes,
serpientes venenosas.
poisonous snakes.
Entonces los árboles dejan caer las hojas
And so, like, a lot of leaves fall from the trees.
y la serpiente le gusta meterse debajo de las hojas.
And those snakes like to hide underneath the leaves.
Entonces cuando uno va caminando
So when you're walking around,
y ve un movimiento de las hojas,
you kind of see the leaves kind of moving around.
uno se asusta porque piensa que es una culebra,
You kind of freak out because you think it's a snake.
pero puede ser un lagarto.
But it could be a crocodile or an alligator.
Lizard.
A
Lizard.
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 Thank you. Well, yeah. We're not in Florida.
Entonces estamos en ese momento entre la esperanza y el miedo.
So right now we're in this moment between hope and fear.
Estamos en un momento de incertidumbre
So we're at a time of great uncertainty
entre el brillo que producen los acuerdos y el firmar la paz
between the kind of the splendor of the sort of the peace accords and the shininess and the brilliance of them,
y el miedo que produce la situación.
and the fear that the actual situation is engendering.
Porque, como les decía, pues realmente firmar ese acuerdo pues realmente fue sencillo.
Because, as I was telling you, signing the accords was easier, it was more simple. Not
Right.
simple, but
Lo difícil es convertir eso en realidad, dar ese paso.
the difficult part is to transform those signatures, that peace agreement, into a reality.
Yo creo que en este momento en Colombia
I think that right now in Colombia,
estamos caminando sobre una cuerda floja
so we're kind of walking a tightrope right now in Colombia.
y debajo hay un campo de arenas movedizas.
And underneath that tightrope, there's quicksand,
Minado con minas explosivas.
And that quicksand is mined with explosives.
Es bien complicado el momento,
So it's a very, very complicated moment.
porque, es decir, el gobierno, el equipo del gobierno fue un equipo magnífico y son expertos en negociar.
So let's say that the government and they were experts at negotiating, and they did a really good job at that.
Y lograron uno de los mejores acuerdos que ha habido en el país, en el mundo, perdón, en el mundo.
And they achieved one of the best peace agreements that we've seen around the world.
El Instituto Kroc de la Universidad de Notre Dame tiene una matriz donde compara 35 procesos de paz en el mundo.
So the Crux Institute at the University of Notre Dame has done a study, and they've compared 35 different peace agreements around the world.
Y con esa tabla se puede decir que los acuerdos en Colombia son únicos y están en la vanguardia.
And if you look at the results of their study, you can say like the Colombian peace accords are in the vanguard and that they're very unique.
Pero vemos que lo que hicieron, duraron 6 meses para lograr ese acuerdo.
The reaching an accord
6 años.
took 6 years.
6 años.
6 years.
Y durante ese tiempo lo que hicieron fue, sacaron un acuerdo que no es revolucionario,
During that time, what happened was that they came up with an agreement that wasn't very revolutionary or novel.
realmente no tiene nada de revolucionario.
It wasn't novel or revolutionary at all.
Lo que hicieron allí fue hacer como un listado de los derechos y de las acciones que tuvo que haber hecho el gobierno nacional y que no ha hecho.
So what that agreement did, it was just kind of was a list of the things that the government should have done, but didn't do.
Decimos que eso es un memorial de agravios.
We say that's kind of like it's a memory of grievances.
Y por el otro lado, la guerrilla, pues 60 años buscando el poder por la vía de las armas y llegó a la conclusión que no puede.
And on the other hand, there's the guerrilla who, after 60 years of trying to access power, they realized they couldn't do it using weapons.
Y lo que hicieron en ese acuerdo fue elaborar su plataforma del nuevo partido político que van a formar.
So what the guerrilla did in that agreement, they created a plan for how they were going to become a political party.
En el sur del país, en la zona amazónica,
In the southern part of the country, in the Amazon region,
hay unas tribus que se alimentan de lo que llaman yuca brava.
there are some tribes that they eat yuca brava, which is a kind of cassava. It's called cassava, like fierce cassava.
Esa yuca tiene arsénico, tiene veneno arsénico.
So that yuca has arsenic.
Y si se la comen así, se mueren.
And if you just eat it raw, you'll die because it's poisonous.
Pero ellos la cogen, la muelen
But these tribes take that yuca and they grind it up.
la meten en una cuestión que llaman un exprimidor, algo que la exprime,
So they have this thing that they put it in this thing that squeezes the yuca,
eso se llama timbiquí.
and that's called a timbiki. So there's a little apparatus that squeezes the yuca. It's called a timbiki.
Y le sacan el veneno.
And that extracts the poison.
Y lo que queda lo usan como alimento y se alimenta.
And so the part that's left that doesn't have the poison anymore, that's what they use to prepare meals.
Yo pienso que eso fue lo que hizo la FARC y el gobierno durante esos 6 años.
So that's what the government and the FARC did over the period of 6 years when they were making the agreements.
Cogieron todo, exprimieron la guerra, escribieron esto y le sacaron el veneno de la guerra.
So they took the war and they squeezed out all of the poison from the war.
Ahora el problema es que está ese producto, ¿no? Ahora cómo lo preparan y cómo alimentan al pueblo con ese producto.
So now the issue is, how do you take the part that's nourishing and how do you nourish the
No.
country with that?
No basta la receta es buena,
So the recipe works,
pero el lío es prepararla bien.
but you have to know how to prepare this.
Y esa es la dificultad del equipo de gobierno.
And that's those are the challenges that the government team, the negotiators are facing.
Y el pueblo está en esas dificultades.
And the country is also in the same situation.
Permítanme ilustrar esa dificultad con otro pequeño cuento.
So I'm gonna show you an example of what some of the difficulties with another story.
Dicen que los cuentos es el punto más cercano entre la verdad y el ser humano.
So they say that stories are the closest that you can get between truth and understanding truth.
Dicen que en un pueblo había un anciano,
So there's this town, and there's an old man there,
un poquito más viejo que yo,
older than me.
y él era muy sabio,
He was very wise,
diferente a mí.
unlike me,
Y él aconsejaba al pueblo.
and he would advise the town.
Y también había un joven
There was a young man
que era muy inquieto,
who was very hyper,
le gustaba producir peleas y contradicciones en todas partes.
and he liked to create problems, and he got into fights,
Y estaba pendiente del anciano.
and he was always like checking out that old man.
Y un día que lo vio allá hablando,
One day he saw the old man who was like talking.
dijo, voy a burlarme de este viejo.
He was like, man, I am gonna make fun of that dude.
Cogió un pajarito
So he took a little bird,
y se acercó con el pajarito allá en la mano del anciano.
and he took the little bird, and he stepped up to the old man.
Y le dijo, abuelo, dime, ¿el pájaro que tengo aquí está vivo o está muerto?
He was like, hey, granddad, what do you think? Do you think this bird here is dead or alive?
Si el anciano decía que estaba vivo, apretaba y lo mataba.
If the old man were to say that the bird was alive, he was gonna kill the bird.
Y si decía que estaba muerto, abría la mano y lo soltaba.
And if the old man said that the bird was dead, he was gonna let the bird go.
De todas maneras, se le tenía ganada al anciano.
Either way, it was a no-win for the old man.
Pero el viejo le dijo,
But the old man told him,
como tú quieras, joven,
it's whatever you want,
el destino está en tus manos.
So the old man said, it's whatever you want, son, because the destiny is in your hands.
Y yo pienso que en este momento el destino del pueblo colombiano está en las manos del pueblo colombiano.
So I think that similarly, the destiny of the country is in the hands of Colombians.
Sí, y la pregunta es, ¿qué hacer? ¿Cómo hacer?
And the question is, what do we do?
El equipo de gobierno pensó y prometió hacer una refrendación popular de los acuerdos.
So the government had decided that they were going to do a referendum, a plebiscito on the accords.
Y sacaron un ladrillo, yo no sé si ustedes lo llaman ladrillo, algo muy pesado, un escrito cuando es muy pesado.
Sí.
Sacaron un ladrillo de 300 hojas.
Oh, and they produced this just enormously long document. They call it a brick because it was so heavy, and it was 300 pages long.
Ante un pueblo que no lee ni le importa la lectura.
And they handed this over to a people that doesn't read and doesn't care about reading.
Ante un pueblo que no cree ni en la guerrilla ni en el gobierno.
They handed this over to people who don't believe either in the government or the guerrillas.
Un pueblo que la única paz que necesita es que le llenen la barriga.
It's a town that the only peace they really need is to have their stomachs full.
Y los puso a votar.
And the government said, you know, go ahead and vote.
65% no votó,
65% didn't vote,
ni le importa.
and they didn't care.
Y el 35% que votó,
And the 35% who did vote,
dijo, pues unos fueron impulsados para el sí, otros impulsados para el no.
And some of those people who did vote, of the 35%, some of them were pushed towards no, were voting no, and others were pushed towards voting yes.
Pero hubo una pequeña muestra de cómo va a avanzar este proceso.
But there was you could see like a tiny idea, you got a tiny idea of how the process was going to move along.
El grupo que no está de acuerdo con el proceso de paz
Those who were not in agreement with the peace accords,
ha utilizado eso que llaman ahora la posverdad,
they've used this idea of what we call the post-truth,
o que su presidente llama hechos alternativos.
or that your president calls alternative facts.
Y con eso empezaron a atacar el proceso.
And with those alternative facts, they started attacking the peace process.
¿No? Tocaron un tema de mucha polémica en el país, que es el problema del homosexualismo.
So they started, they got into the topic of homosexuality, which is very divisive in our country.
En los acuerdos se utilizó el término de enfoque, ¿sí? Enfoque diferencial para la mujer,
So in
enfoque
the,
diferencial de género.
yeah, so in the peace accords, there's this term. It was the focus on gender and treating women as special, like noticing that gender was an issue in the conflicts.
Y ellos dijeron, eso es una ideología de género.
And those who were against the accords, they labeled that as, they called it an ideology of gender.
Si ustedes firman esos acuerdos,
And so they said, you know, if you people, right, Colombians, if you sign those accords,
sus hijos no van a saber si son hombres o mujeres,
yeah, your kids aren't going to know if they're women or men.
porque son los acuerdos los que van a decirles si deben ser homosexuales o deben ser o no.
Yeah, so those accords are gonna, they were scaring people saying, you know, those accords are gonna dictate whether, you know, kids grow up knowing their correct gender.
Asustaron a todas las iglesias cristianas y a todos los religiosos.
So they scared the religious community, the churches.
El presidente tenía a la ministra de Educación, a una homosexual, como ministra de Educación.
So the current president, President Santos, one of his, the Minister of Education is a lesbian.
Y por otro lado, tenemos un vecino,
And on the other hand, we have this neighbor,
que es Venezuela,
Venezuela,
con un presidente que es impresionante,
with a very extraordinary president
que no ayuda mucho,
who wasn't really very helpful at all.
y toda la publicidad de la derecha en Colombia está contra Venezuela, mostrar a Venezuela como lo peor que hay.
And all the publicity against the accords was also sort of showing how bad Venezuela was.
Entonces dijeron, si ustedes llegan a aprobar ese acuerdo, en 5 o 6 años nosotros vamos a estar peor que Venezuela.
Right, so the campaign was saying things like, you know, if you say yes to these peace accords, 5 years from now, we're going to be just like Venezuela and Colombia.
Con dos cositas así, ganaron el plebiscito.
With those two kind of main campaign ideas, like the gender and also the scaring people with Venezuela, they won the no vote for the peace
Por una
accords.
mínima cantidad,
And it was a very, very, very small number of votes,
pero ganaron.
but they won.
Y eso trajo mucha dificultad.
And that created a lot of difficulties.
El señor presidente de la República
Our president,
acaba de ganar el Premio Nobel de Paz.
he just won the Nobel Peace Prize.
Y el 10 de diciembre tenía que ir ¿cómo se llama la capital? A Oslo a recibir el premio.
And on the summer 10th, he had to go to Oslo to the ceremony.
Pero ¿cómo iba a recibir un premio de paz sin paz?
How is he going to accept the Peace Prize without having peace?
Tenía que refrendar como sea.
So he had to put forth this referendum.
Entonces seleccionaron la vía del Congreso.
So they decided to go through Congress to achieve that.
Pero resulta que en Colombia, yo no sé si aquí en Estados Unidos, pero en Colombia el Congreso es una de las instituciones más desprestigiadas que hay en el país.
The problem is that in Colombia, Congress does not have a lot of prestige. People don't really believe in the Congress anymore.
Y allí la refrendaron.
And that's where the next referendum on the agreements took place.
Y se fue el presidente feliz a recibir su premio Nobel de Paz.
And then after that, the president went to Oslo and he got his Peace Prize.
Él recibió su premio Nobel de Paz,
So he did get his Nobel Peace Prize.
pero el proceso de paz quedó herido.
But the peace process was wounded after that.
Deslegitimado.
It was delegitimized.
Y eso es algo muy pesado, muy fuerte.
And that's something that's very serious.
La élite colombiana no se han puesto de acuerdo.
The Colombian elites are not in agreement.
Y el grupo que está en contra del proceso de paz
And the group that's against the peace process,
es muy hábil.
they're very smart. They're
Ellos,
very good.
ellos están diciendo, nosotros no estamos en contra de la paz.
They're saying, you know, we're not actually against
Nosotros
peace.
solamente queremos que haya una paz diferente.
We're not against peace. We want a different kind of peace.
Permítame referirles al último cuento
So just give me a minute. I want to tell you another story
para ilustrar este caso.
to illustrate what I mean.
Dicen que había una señora que tenía una pecera, peces,
So there was this woman, and she had a fish tank, and had fish in it,
y tenía un gato.
and she had a cat.
Un día que ella regresó a su casa,
And so one day she went back to her house.
encontró al gato metiendo la pata allá entre los peces.
She found the cat sticking his little paw in the fish tank.
Este es un gato inteligente.
It was a pretty smart cat.
Entonces la señora le dijo, ¿qué estás haciendo, gato?
So the woman was like, "Hey cat, what's going on?
¿Te vas a comer los peces?
Are you gonna eat my fish?"
Y el gato dijo, no señora,
The cat was like, "No, man.
solo quiero evitar que se ahogue.
So the cat was like, "No, ma'am. I'm just trying to save them from drowning."
Nos están diciendo que ellos no quieren, que ellos quieren la paz, que no quieren la guerra, que lo están haciendo para salvar al pueblo.
So they're telling us that they don't want war, but they don't want the peace, but they're doing it to save the country.
Entonces hubo un plebiscito que se perdió.
So there was a referendum that failed.
Hubo una refrendación al Congreso que es media.
So there was the referendum in the Congress that is kind of so-so.
Se empezaron a desmovilizar la FARC.
The FARC is started to demobilize.
La FARC dice que no se está desmovilizando, que ellos solamente están haciendo dejación de armas.
And then the FARC is now saying that they're not actually demobilizing, that they're just laying down their weapons.
Porque ellos no están cambiando su pensamiento político.
Because they're saying, the FARC is saying, we're not actually changing our political perspective.
Ellos no han sido vencidos en la guerra.
And they haven't been defeated in the war.
Lo que están es cambiando de estrategia.
So what the FARC is doing is that they're changing their strategy right now.
No van a volver a usar la violencia y dejar de ser ilegales para volverse un partido político legal.
So,
No van a dejar de perseguir el poder, de seguir con su
Okay.
pensamiento político.
Okay, yeah, so they're not letting go of their political perspective. They're just laying down their arms, but they're going to continue with the same ideas and participate in political life.
Si solo están dejando las armas,
They're just leaving behind their weapons.
ya dieron el paso,
And they've given the first step.
los tienen encerrados en corrales.
So the FARC are in these camps, and so they're kind of like
Fences.
caged in.
No pueden volver atrás.
They can't go back.
ni aunque quieran,
even if they wanted to,
porque ¿cómo hacen?
because how?
¿Sí? Eso está ahí.
So all of that's there.
Y ahorita vemos que la única forma como se puede refrendar esos acuerdos
So now the only way to say yes or no to the accords,
es en las elecciones del próximo año.
so the next year's elections are going to be critical as a kind of a referendum on the accords.
Y ahora todo el mundo en Colombia está preparándose para las próximas elecciones.
And now everyone in Colombia is getting ready for the elections.
Si gana la derecha,
So if the right wins,
el proceso de paz va para abajo.
the peace process will probably fade out.
Y se necesita que gane el partido del gobierno actual
So it would be necessary for the current party to win.
pero es muy difícil porque es un equipo que no conoce el pueblo, no conoce la gente, no sabe cómo actuar.
But it's really hard because the current political party, they don't really know the people in Colombia, they don't really know how to behave.
Por eso digo que estamos caminando en una cuerda floja.
So that's why I'm saying that in Colombia right now, we're walking a tightrope.
Hay que trabajar con la sociedad civil,
So we have to work with civil society.
fortalecer la sociedad
And
civil,
we need to really strengthen civil society.
que es la única que puede darle un vuelco a esta realidad.
So civil society is the only one that can turn this reality around.
Nosotros en nuestra zona estamos trabajando en eso.
In my region, that's what we're working on.
Tenemos una propuesta que se llama Comisiones Ciudadanas de Reconciliación.
So we have a project that's called the Citizen Commissions for Reconciliation, or Community Reconciliation.
Trabajamos en 5 sectores comunitarios en la zona.
We're working in 5 different communities in that area.
Y tenemos un espacio de generar confianza
And we're trying to create spaces where we can engender trust.
que llamamos Espacio Regional de Construcción de Paz.
And we call these spaces the regional spaces for building peace.
Y a través de eso tratamos de inspirar a nuestra sociedad civil
And through these spaces, we're trying to inspire civil society
y hacer actos que los vecinos que lo vean digan, si existe, luego es posible.
and we're trying to do things that will be like a model for other communities, that they'll see us and they'll say, oh, we can do that.
Y como el problema es de desconfianza,
And since the fundamental issue is one of mistrust,
el pueblo no cree ni en la FARC ni en el gobierno,
the people don't believe in the government, they don't believe in the FARC.
entonces estamos haciendo un proceso apoyado por el Instituto Kroc aquí de Notre Dame,
So we have this project that's supported by the Kroc Institute at Notre Dame.
ellos tomaron las 310 páginas del acuerdo que contienen el acuerdo
So we've taken the 310 pages from the peace accords
y sacaron cuántas órdenes, cuántas acciones hay en los acuerdos.
and they've taken all the actions that were listed in the accords.
Y encontraron que hay 575 órdenes.
And they found that there were 517 calls for action, different actions in the accords.
Hemos seleccionado 8 regiones en todo el país
We've selected 8 regions in the country.
y se le ha pedido a cada una de esas regiones que miren las 575 disposiciones,
And we've asked each of those 8 regions, which one?
las 575 disposiciones.
Yeah, to look at the 517 different action items in the accords.
Escojan 2
And we asked them each only to choose 2.
que sean fáciles,
That would be easy,
que no cuesten tanto,
and that wouldn't cost very much.
para que el gobierno se comprometa en hacerla antes de que termine el 2017.
So that the government would commit to implementing those action items before the end of 2017.
Para tener unas victorias tempranas.
so we could have some early victories
para coger el mango maduro más cercano
to grab the lowest hanging mango fruit
y mostrarle al pueblo que es posible hacer esos acuerdos.
and to show the country that it's possible to implement some of the accords.
Es un experimento,
It's an experiment.
pero creemos que para avanzar hay que tener tanta fe
But we think that to move forward, we need to have a lot of faith.
que seamos capaces de ver cómo crece el árbol en la semilla.
Because we want to be able to see how a tree grows from a seed.
Y no solamente ver, sino sentir en la boca el sabor dulce de la fruta que va a producir ese árbol.
And not just look at the tree, but also taste the sweetness of the fruit once that tree grows.
Porque solo con esta fe encarnada en el pueblo colombiano es que podemos hacer que esta paz sea realidad.
So it's only with that faith within the Colombian people we can make this peace a reality.
Y como dicen que cuando lo bueno es breve, es doblemente bueno, yo me callo.
And since brevity is such a virtue, I'm going to be quiet now.
Okay, thank you very much. And we can open the floor for questions and or comments or anything you want to consult with him.
Sorry, I have a question. So, ¿cómo escogieron las regiones? O sea, ¿cuáles fueron los criterios para escoger las regiones que iban a trabajar con ustedes para implementar los pedacitos del acuerdo?
Es una buena pregunta.
I'll translate my own question. So the question is, how did they go around deciding which regions of the country they were going to work with in order to implement the parts of the peace accord that we were talking about?
Un criterio es que esas regiones tengan todo un proceso de generar confianza, que ese equipo sea reconocido en esa región.
Okay, so the people, we chose people that were already trusted in the region, so communities that were trusted by others.
Otro criterio es que no esté en el ámbito de la FARC.
Another criteria was that they didn't belong to, or they weren't around in areas where the FARC was.
Porque lo que está diciendo la oposición es que todo lo están haciendo a favor de la FARC y que eso es prueba de que el gobierno está entregando el país a la FARC.
Okay, because those who were against the peace accords could then accuse us of being part of the FARC. And they were saying that everything that is being implemented towards the peace accords, those are people that are in league with the FARC.
Entonces, en esa forma podemos mostrar que no es solamente la FARC, es decir, que estamos trabajando en todo el país.
So that was a way of showing that no, we weren't working with the FARC, that we were independent.
Básicamente esos dos criterios
Basically, those were the criteria.
Okay. Hay una pregunta.
Yo tengo dos preguntas que creo que están muy relacionadas. La primera es, en las regiones ustedes están tratando, sé que uno de los problemas es siempre que la gente no vota y pues eso es un problema grave. Ustedes en las regiones están haciendo como un proceso no de convencer que voten por uno u otro, sino convencer la importancia del voto. Y la otra es, ¿cuál es la diferencia? ¿Usted ve alguna diferencia en el resultado de si la guerrilla llega a formar un partido político con la Unión Patriótica?
¿Me repites la última?
La diferencia entre la guerrilla, si se llega a consolidar como partido político, y lo que le pasó a la Unión Patriótica en Colombia, ¿cuál cree que usted?
Sí.
¿Cree que puede haber un resultado diferente?
Sí. La primera, a mí por favor, de una porque se me olvida la segunda. La primera, simplemente yo pienso que es decir, se han seleccionado unas regiones que tienen un trabajo previo, ¿sí? Un trabajo previo político, es decir, son comunidades donde la sociedad civil es fuerte, ¿sí? Son comunidades donde se está trabajando, es decir, donde realmente pueden hacer un trabajo sin que toque empezar a comenzar a educar a la gente, sino que ya son cuadros políticos ya bastante avanzados, ¿no? Y frente a la otra pregunta, precisamente uno de los temores, nosotros estuvimos visitando a dos de los campamentos de la FARC.
Okay. I'll start with the first question, which was how do you increase political participation, because a lot of people in those regions don't vote. That was the question. And his answer was that we work with places where civil society is pretty strong, so that wasn't an issue. And then the second question was how do you keep what happened to the Unión Patriótica, which was a political party that came out of a leftist guerrilla movement, and a lot of those people were murdered. So, and how do you keep that from happening to the political party that the FARC, that was a question, right, that the FARC would eventually turn into.
Como digo, fuimos a visitar, tenemos en la parte caribe, tenemos tres campamentos, tres zonas veredales que llaman.
So they went to visit a camp, a FARC camp, up in the north of Colombia.
Tenemos dos cerca de la frontera con Venezuela
And there are two right up close to the border with Venezuela.
y una hacia el lado de Panamá, cerca hacia el lado de Panamá, ustedes que más o menos se ubican.
Yeah, and there's another camp that's close to Panama.
Fuimos a visitar las que están cerca de Venezuela
We went to visit the FARC camps that are close to Venezuela.
y la pregunta era explorar un poco esa inquietud que tú estás manifestando.
And the idea there was to explore that question that you have.
Porque actualmente van asesinados como 120 líderes sociales.
Because up to now, there have been about 120 community leaders who have been murdered.
Y desde que se firmaron los acuerdos, han muerto tal vez unos 30 líderes.
And since the signing of the peace accords, about 30 community leaders have been murdered.
Y son muertes sistemáticas.
And they're systematic murders.
Entonces la inquietud es, ¿se repite la UP?
And so yeah, so the question is there going to be a repetition of what happened to the Unión Patriótica?
Los que no saben, la FARC hizo ya un acuerdo con el gobierno hace unos 25 años.
So we don't know what people don't know is that 25 years ago the FARC already had an agreement with the government.
Y igual que ahora, se constituyeron un partido político.
And just like now, they became a political party.
La diferencia es que no se movilizaron, sino que sacaron una parte y tuvieron ese partido político.
So the difference between then and now is that before they didn't demobilize, lay down their arms. There's just a little part of the FARC that became a political party.
Porque ellos manejaban la estrategia de usar todas las formas de lucha.
Because back then they were still trying to use every different kind of strategy to fight that they could.
Y ese partido político lo llamaron Unión Patriótica.
And that was the political party, that they called Unión Patriótica.
Y empezó a trabajar políticamente.
And then they began working within a political framework.
Y le iba muy bien.
And they were doing fine.
Obtuvo casi como 60 curules en todo, en el Congreso, concejales, todo.
So they were, the Unión Patriótica reached about like 60% participation in local congresses and different political organizations.
Pero la élite colombiana se organizó una masacre y hicieron un genocidio. Mataron uno por uno más de 3.500 personas.
So the Colombian elites, they carried out like a genocide of this political party, and they killed about 3,000 members of that party.
A mí me duele porque por lo menos unos 5 amigos del alma y de amigos de mi juventud fueron asesinados ahí en eso.
And I feel this myself because about 5 of my friends from when I was younger were murdered in this way.
Porque creyeron en la paz, creyeron que los iban a respetar.
Because at that time they believed in peace and they thought they were going to be respected.
Con esa idea fuimos a ese campamento a preguntarle a los miembros de la FARC qué pensaban.
So with all of that in mind, we went to that camp to ask the FARC what their thoughts were.
Y ellos dijeron, a nosotros no nos va a pasar eso,
And these FARC members said, that's not gonna happen to us,
porque no nos vamos a desmovilizar.
because we're not gonna demobilize.
Nosotros vamos a movilizarnos más.
We're going to mobilize ourselves even more.
Vamos a formar comunidades fuertes,
We're gonna form very, very strong communities,
que podamos protegernos,
and so that we can protect ourselves
sin armas,
without weapons.
pero no dispersarse en esa forma, sino unirse
But not to become dispersed like the previous party 25 years ago, but to stick together and kind of work in communities.
y no vamos a cometer el error de lanzarnos una vez ahora en el 18 para cargos públicos.
And we're not going to make the mistake of launching ourselves into political life in 2018. Not yet.
Vamos a esperar por lo menos 3 periodos
We're going to wait at least 3 election cycles.
y mientras tanto vamos a ir trabajando con la gente
And in the meantime, we'll start working with people
para que el pueblo se dé cuenta que no somos Venezuela ni somos monstruos,
so that Colombians will realize that we are not Venezuela and that we're not monsters.
pero en el fondo subsiste esa inquietud
But still, I mean, in reality, that kind of doubt, that kind of fear is there.
¿Será que la derecha colombiana está dispuesta a respetarle la vida a los que no están de acuerdo con ellos?
The question is the Colombian right ready to respect the lives of those who are demobilizing?
Esperamos que se consigan mecanismos para asegurar a este pueblo que no vaya a ser asesinado y que podamos dar ese paso hacia la paz.
We're hoping that there will be mechanisms in place to assure the lives of those who are in that situation, and that we can go forward with peace.